Hello, how you guys doing? Let's see where those audio levels are at. They're probably all over the place. This is the first stream back with the new computer. So I expect there to be audio or visual problems. I noticed literally today when I was loading them into OBS that previously I was streaming this in 720p, but now it's 1080p. So all the drawings are upscaled from 720p to 1080p, which annoys me because I put a lot of effort into the art this time, and I could have had an extra few pixels here or there. So higher quality mice. I also expect that the page turn sound effects will be way too loud. You'll have to let me know how they sound, whether or not they're on a good level or not. My mic stand seems to want to be falling, but hey, we'll make it work. Anyway, if you haven't seen this before, basically every now and then, well, you know what? I've actually got a thing. I've got a thing that I can play that'll tell you exactly what we're doing today. Exclamation March in the Mice, or MOTM. Use that in chat whenever someone's like, what's going on here? That link that Moobot just did, the first YouTube link, is the video that I'm about to show you. It's just sort of a catch-up on what's been happening. So, without further ado, let's do a quick overview. Let me know if the audio is working, because I honestly don't know. That's cool. There's no way to test some of this stuff without going live. So, here we go. Welcome to a primer on the March of the Mice, a Twitch plays D&D interactive choose-your-own-adventure style game hosted by me on twitch.tv/RevScarecrow. This is a primer to just let you know how to participate and what's going on. Every now and then, I'll ask what you guys want to do. You can either vote in the straw poll that I'll post in chat, or you can add options to it by clicking on the Add March of the Mice option down in the chat. The March of the Mice takes place in a post-human society where animals of various kinds have taken over as the major dominant species. Our story starts with Bree, the protagonist, having a nice birthday, hanging out with their father, and just hanging out with friends and having a good day in the nameless village that they grew up in the Falling Moon Kingdom. Unfortunately, though, they are drafted into the Council's army. The Council is made up of 4 different countries that are all working together as a sort of United Nations sort of front. The Council is currently trying to fight off a wave of random attacks from the Death Head pirates, as well as the Black Paw terrorist organization. And it is for this reason that Bree was enlisted into the army. After Bree goes through boot camp, they get assigned to a deer tank along with their childhood friend Abe and a neurotic little mouse named Greg. Leading this tank is Good Luck Charlie. This deer tank is on its way to the front lines, but on its way there to fight the Black Paw terrorists, they are going to have to make several different decisions and fight various different battles and act as not only military but also police in a variety of different situations. And now you know the basics of the March of the Mice. I hope you enjoy. New streams on the last Thursday of every month. I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. All right. I actually didn't go and listen to that prior to this, and it didn't have audio for me. So anyway, let's do a quick rundown on the last 2 episodes because that's going to be confusing. Orthogonal Caster, thank you for the gift sub. We got it. The audio sounded good. Good. So last time, well, last time, 2 times ago, we skipped November, and then there was a special thing in October, and we'll go over that in a second. But it has been a minute. So what I'll call last time, there was an attempt to negotiate with some pirates that were holding up a town, and it didn't go well at all. The pirates ended up deciding to actually siege the town, which was met with as much resistance as they could. It didn't go great, and in fact, Bree was able to kill the last defending pirate and found themselves as the only remaining survivor, in which case they passed out. There's no page turn sound on this bit, don't worry. Then, seemingly for no reason, there was a nightmare sequence, because it was October, where they investigated, Bree investigated some ancient human ruins and so on and so forth, but they ended up waking up out of it, even after it got real scary. And they were reawoken by their 2 crewmates. And that's kind of where we're coming back into this. Hopefully that was enough of a reminder. Anyway, so that brings us on to chapter 8. Let me go ahead and where is the audio is going to be a little funky today. I apologize for that. I spent the last like 2.5 weeks doing art instead. So, let's see. Where are all of my audio sound effects? Are they gone? No, here it is. Okay. There we go. How are we doing on levels? All right. Chapter 8. Two Kings. Should probably have this up when I say that. Just fix that in post orthogonal. It'll be fine. Chapter 8. Two Kings. After a few days' worth of travel, you come across the capital city of the Falling Moon Kingdom. You were summoned here by the king specifically, as that you were the only survivor of a incredibly brutal attack. The knowledge that you gained by being there, and just who you are as a person by being alive, is hugely paramount to just what's going on. So you're really expecting to come in and talk about what you saw there and what you did. Yeah, everything you see here, I've done, with the exclusion of, I think this audio here is like just something I downloaded. But yeah, I drew all the art for this. How did the Deer Squad come back to find us? They came back because they went to drop off the painting from like 4 times ago that you guys got. And you were supposed to drop it off as like basically propaganda to say, come move to the Falling Kingdom. And since that had to be done right then and you needed to do some undercover work, you were left behind. Then they came back and then the city was basically leveled. Yeah. So, I guess that should have been in the wrap-up as well. Yeah, it was the squirrel painting episode. The human thing was just a dream, yeah. Yeah, that was just a nightmare. Anyway, the tank makes itself... Oh, is it not going to loop? Oh, it is. It's just a release... No, it's not. Okay. There we go. Now it'll loop. Anyway. The rest of the crew makes their way to go ahead and station the tank outside the city limits. It's a little bit messed up to bring a tank inside the city limits, so you're left to just sort of wander towards the castle. They were not invited. Exclusively Bree was invited to the Falling Moon Kingdom's castle, which if you see there, it's the bit with the inner wall, that building there. The deer was not invited. Yeah, you don't generally put the tank into... the town as well. Yeah. After a bit of, work trying to figure out where you even need to go, you eventually find the doorway to the castle and are, able to get to the front door. So we're left to wander around for a bit. You're pretty much needing to go, like, straight there. The king summoned you. That paving pleases me. It didn't please me. It didn't please me at all when I was drawing it. Anyway, you eventually are led inside the interior walls and are brought in front of the main castle doors. On the side of the building here, just in case if you forgot about the little intro thing I did, the banner on the left represents the Falling Moon Kingdom, whereas the banner on the right represents the Council, which is sort of like a United Nations for the mice, having elements of each of the different kingdoms represented in the flag as sort of a combination thing. I don't see a looping point on the stones. Yeah, you don't, do you? Anyway, you walk up to the... there's really not much else to do aside from to walk up to the door and knock on it. So you do, and it opens. We're from Falling Moon, yeah. You're a country kid from the middle of nowhere, Falling Moon Kingdom. And you were drafted into the council's army. A subtle knock on the door has a very sharply dressed mouse butler open the door. Says, you must be Bree. Let me just have you follow me. Currently, the king is in council with the king of the sanguinary line. If you'll just follow me. With that, you begin following the mouse butler down the hallway towards the king's throne room. Funny floor tiles. They were fun to draw. Anyway. So I think if I've heard correctly, you are not a you have no official training. You have no understanding on how to act in front of nobles. Do I have that correct? If that's the case, do not look them in the eye. Always make sure you bow or curtsy, your choice. Do not address them as anything other than sir. Make sure that you are always polite. The king of the sanguinary line has a bit of a hot streak. Please try and avoid making him mad. He had his last, he had an unfortunate person executed recently, and I do not think that it would be a great idea to just make him mad. So if you don't mind, please just stay calm and report what you're supposed to. The large doors to the throne room open, and you are led inside. I guess I could turn this audio down just a bit more because we're inside a castle. Inside the throne room, there are 4 people, 2 armed guards who are at attention but do not appear to be considering this a threat and are not moving as if there is any threat, and 2 other individuals, both of which you assume to be the kings. The king of the Falling Moon Kingdom, who is sitting on the throne far back of the screen there, is King Peter. You know this from basic education and just, you hear these things. King Ava stands in front of you with their back turned to you. This will be the first vote moment where you guys will need to decide how you're going to honestly, I looked at the Discord I'm in and I'm like, give me 2 names. Ava. Why isn't it working? The vote thing I need to actually bring up. Sorry. I'm a little out of the loop. Give me a second to remember how to do this. King Abba. Oh god. Where's the button for that? Oh god. Sorry, I've forgotten where the buttons are. Viewer rewards, channel points, settings, content. Like I said, there's going to be a few technical issues. Sorry, I'll get it together eventually. Boop, boop. Where is this screen? Rules Manager, Stream Analytics, Video Manager, Collections. Why did I not figure out how to do this prior? I just sort of remember. Oh, okay. Okay, anyone who does YouTube or Twitch, where's the thing to look at that? Like what's it under? Add manage report. Ah, there we are. All right. Complete all, and then unlock. There we go. There we go. Now it's working. Figured out where it is. All right. All right. We'll go ahead and all right. Let me go ahead and copy paste these. I don't have the thing still where I can like just easily do it, so you'll have to forgive me for doing it weird. Bow respectfully because we don't want to die. Well, let's try not to be weird. Let's be chill, Bree, and not die. Be distracted and decide to start thinking out loud about flat human theory. The fuck are you talking about? Simp for this man? What? Alright. Create poll. Straw poll, are you gonna work? Or are you gonna... Straw poll doesn't work anymore, does it? Okay, cool. Poll maker. There we go. Is this the one I want to use? No, this is not it. Alternative, yes. Straw poll alternative. Dustin has something to tell you. What does Dustin have to tell me? It doesn't... Yeah, I paused the thing. Because I don't want to have too many options. And also, I gotta find... Dustin got... Yeah. Permit. Sorry, Dustin. Yeah, make sure you get permission. I don't have the script saved, is the problem. I had to... vote? Oh, it worked. It was just slow. I sent it to you on Discord. Thank you. I'll probably have to wait and... you updated it anyways. Okay, cool. Thank you. There it is. Straw poll's working. It just took me a minute. I will try and I'll try and get this thing together that Dustin has made. I'll go and turn off that audio for just a second. What did the king ask again? He didn't ask anything. You just walked in the room. He hasn't said... Neither of them has addressed you or even acknowledged your existence at all. Where is... The straw poll's not even counting votes. Oh, good. All right. So what's a alternative to straw poll? Because that one's not working. Results. Wow, 0 votes across the board. Great. Yay. Whoever asks, this is my first stream of mice. What do I do? Check out that first link that is in Moobot's thing while I try and figure out how to find a replacement for strawpoll.com. Yes. Thank you. Saved. All right. Create poll. Answer choices. Poggers crowns, my liege. Listen on their conversation and wait for them to address you. The city has been completely wiped out, King. The pirates are out of control in the lower territories. Bow respectfully because we don't want to die. And if you haven't been here before, I try and take like a combination of all the different things as best I can. You know, if you say like punch the king in the dick and then also like greet him with respect. I'm not gonna like combine those two, you know. If they're conflicting things, then it won't work together. Greet with bow. Okay. Allow multiple choices. So vote for all the ones that you like, and that way we can get a really clean idea of what you guys want to do. That's a sign of mutual respect from where I'm from. That's a weird looking X in that thing. Anyway, vote. Why does the .com not work? Is it not working for you? Yeah, that works for me. Do mice wear pants? Yes. Or dresses, skirts, you know, that kind of thing. Robes. Oh, as a pop-up. I'm asking about if they've been integrated into chat. They may have. I have not checked the thing yet or not. So I apologize for that. He sent me Dustin sent me that, and I haven't had a chance to look at it. There we go. Sorry about the kerfuffle on the first one. It should CAPTCHA failed. Wonderful. What the hell? All right. Well, this work? Yeah, I can check it. Yeah. Am I a robot now? Oh no. Did I go robot on you guys? No? Okay. Okay, please don't joke about roboting, because I've been dealing with that for the past, like, week. Okay, good. All right, anyway. So you guys have voted on listen in on the conversation and wait for them to address you. Bow respectfully because you don't want to die. Greet with a bow. So bowing is involved here. And then be chill. And then wait for them to address you. And then the winning vote from there by almost double is Poggers Crowns, my lieges. So I guess you'll remain quiet until you're addressed, and then bow and say Poggers Crowns. Okay. You spend some time waiting for them to address you. It seems like that there's a bit of a heated conversation going on. The King Ava Sanguinary line, they always take the, name of the country they're from. Seems to be upset, generally speaking, with King Peter. King Peter, however, jumps up from his throne and walks up towards both of you on the carpet and addresses you directly, where you take a quick bow and say, Poggers Crowns, my lieges. There's a bit of a moment of silence while neither of them know exactly how to address that. You must be Bree. I am King Peter. Of course you know this. We hear that you've had some news for us from the St. Gregory's place. Is that correct? That's where the battle happened. So yeah, you do. Okay. Skelecorgi, thank you for the 47 months of support. I'm going to be really bad about thanking people, but I hope you have a good one. Let me go ahead and open up redemptions again. So that way you guys can say things, but everything is going wrong. There we go. Complete all and open redemptions. There we go. Recap everything we know as accurately as possible. Nope. It's a power move. Get summoned by the king because you know information, and then when they ask about it, you just say no. Yeah, pretty much. Everything in the city is screwed. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pause that. Constantly try not to think about humans dream. I have PTSD. There we go. The drip is immaculate today, sir. Okay. Solemnly tell them about the attack. Yeah. Really lead in with the poggers thing, then go, everything's really rough, actually. Hundreds of really well-respected soldiers died in the attack. And why is it only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? All right, I missed some. Let me go ahead and go back. Cool. Should be 9 requests here. Nope. I was summoned. I was trying to lighten the mood some. Yes, sir. Yes, pretty much everyone is dead. Recap everything as we know, as best as we know. Try not to constantly think about the human's dream. I have post-traumatic stress disorder. The drip today is immaculate. And solemnly tell them about the attack. All right, allow multiple choices. There you go. And copy and paste. There we go. There it is. I'm out of loop, man. Both the guards stay completely stationary and silent. These are, the royal guard, and they are trained to be completely calm and alert. I don't have throne room sound effects, so just pretend that I did that. Eerily quiet king music. There probably wouldn't be any music here, honestly. Vote. Okay, it's not that one. We already voted on that one. It's this one. Results. There we go. Can I get the link again? There you are. Elder Scrolls music is always there. I try and do everything myself as best as I can. Wildlife sound effects I don't really have access to in the city. So I can't really pull that one off. Pretty much everyone is dead but me. More accurately, everyone, excluding the people that you were able to successfully evacuate, died. Everyone who's defending the walls died. You are literally the lone survivor of a massive attack. All right, so solemnly tell them about the attack. Recap everything as accurately as possible. So that's kind of the same vibe. And then specifically this line I think I'll use since it's the same sort of vibe where you say, yes, everyone died. I'm going to correct that one bit. Everyone died except me and, everyone who we were able to evacuate. The pirates set bears loose upon the city. King Peter sort of nods solemnly while there's a quick turn as King Ava looks you and then directly strikes you in the face, just like, that is sir to you! Do you know who you're speaking to? This is the sort of... These are your soldiers? No wonder they all died. Is this the sort of thing that you do here? if you're going to depend on the triumvirate, and I'm going to call it that because your space in this community will not be long if this is how you treat it, I expect that you start training your soldiers better than this. I guess I should, the fierce red eyes and white fur of King Ava, blaze as he just absolutely goes the fuck off. I expected that you would be maybe not quite cultured, but if you want this soldier to start helping us, start acting like we are going to be able to deal with the pirates, then you need to start training them better. And then this one needs to become, you want to act like a hero? Be one. They storm out of the room, leaving you and King Peter to just stand there in silence for a minute. King Peter makes absolutely no, gesture that anything out of the ordinary happened, and neither do the guards. King Peter just turns around and goes and sits back down on the throne. I think he likes you, honestly, if I can be quite frank. I know you perhaps haven't met with him before, but as far as King Ava's behavior goes, they were quite polite today. I think that that is probably a very good suggestion. I'm sorry to hear what's happened, but maybe I should allow you guys to vote on things. Complete all. Opening up redemptions. Opened up redemptions. You can say things if you'd like. Immediately start crying. Crying can be a free action. Sure. I'm just gonna reject the ones that say cry, and that way you guys can just decide. It seems like crying is something you guys want to do. I'll just let you do that. And I'll reject the ones that have that, so that way you get the points back, since everyone seems in agreement on that. Crying is a free action and does not require points. Crydab. Well, I hope to not see him when he's upset then. My face hurts, sir. There's no... Sorry, sir. That was a good response. Allow multiple choices. There we go. And then... Wow, that looks like it says fuck. Fuck. Look at this link name. Did the king have a different name? King Ava Sanguinary Line. And you're currently talking to King Peter of Falling Moon. Okay. I will check that later, Dust. Did Peter have a different alternative name? No, that's the name I'm going with. And then let me go ahead and complete all of these. Let's see how this is going. They aren't related. They're... To whoever said your brother seems... Yeah, they're from completely different kingdoms. They're both different kings. Honestly, this is the most dangerous situation we've been in. If I've messed up his name and I had named him before, I don't have note of it. The king that slapped us left. Yes, he stormed out. They stormed out of the room. Why did they slap us again? For being insolent and not using the term sir, and for being weak and not killing all the pirates yourself. You go on to say, so I'm looking at the poll. You go on to say there was no support in the lower lines. Those cities didn't go down out of laziness. We had no support. King Peter sighs and nods his head. I'm aware of the situation, and the council is not being as forthcoming with the resources as we need. We're actually going to be having a discussion about it fairly soon in the council in order to hopefully amend these issues. The simple fact of the matter is that the Falling Moon Kingdom does not have the soldiers to garrison all of the cities in the countryside. We're hoping that we can do something by increasing our alliance with the Sanguinary line specifically in order to bolster our soldiers. I know this is probably not the answer that you're looking for, but politics are very difficult, I assure you. My face hurts, sir. He nods and then completely ignores that. You say, sir, your brother seems to lack respect for soldiers who saw actual combat. We're not related, and they prefer to go to war themselves. They don't particularly like that I sit on my throne, but brother in kingship? Okay. It's a well-known fact that the king of the Sanguinary line prefers to actually lead from the front rather than not. Tell you what, I think we could probably use a little bit of help with the public image of our soldiers. Everyone thinks that the soldiers are just here to cause violence and fight wars. Soldiers are protectors. Soldiers are people of the people. The entire reason you exist, and we thank you for your service, is to help the community at large. I'm going to call you back in for when we have our discussion about the pirates with the council. It's important to know exactly what happened there, and it is good to hear these things, and I'm sorry that they've happened. Tell you what, go out to the city streets and do as much good as you can, and you'll be we'll track you down and bring you into the council's meeting for later. How does that sound? It was phrased as a question, but is definitely a command. With that, he gestures for you to be dismissed and are led once again outside of the castle out onto the streets. And then I can go ahead and put out new sound effects. There we go. Where is it? Sound effects. You say yes, sir, and bow on the way out. Sure, that's fine. Well, you stand out on the streets. For a kid who grew up in the middle of nowhere, this city is massive. You try and do your best to act like you blend in here and like that you have always lived here, but everything is absolutely massive. And just the idea that they've paved every single road when the road you grew up on was just dirt, and the city square didn't even have tiling is masterful to you. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and get it together to open up a new straw poll, but there is massive traffic going down this main road here. People riding by on beetles, carts drawn by Hercules beetles, people just hustling and bustling, trying to get to their job, trying to get to the shops, trying to do what they need to in order to just go about their days. There's an elderly woman who's just staring across the street, trying to figure out how she's going to cross. And you are free to left to your own devices to do whatever you feel like doing. I'm going to open up redemptions once I find that window. There it is. Fight the road for getting in the old lady's way. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause redemptions and then go ahead and put this together into a poll. Find a post office and mail a letter back home. Hello, lady. My face hurts. Crab. Excuse me. Do you need help crossing the street? I'm gonna, reject some of these because they're the same kind of vibe. So that way you guys get points back. Fight the road for getting in the old lady's way. I'm gonna leave that one on there. Crying, I'm gonna let that be a free action. Actually, let's go ahead and decide if you're still crying. I'll go ahead and reject it all the same, but I'll put it in the list. Let's see, get some good snacks. Look around to see if there's anyone in need of help. And find a homeless mouse to talk to. Cry? Yes, no. If cry is in like the top like half-ish, I'll assume you guys still want to cry. I assume we haven't stopped crying. Fair enough. Can we not cry? For like a chance? Okay. Cry while screaming at the road for getting in the lady's way. Sure, like you do. Crying as our default state. You did say you have post-traumatic stress disorder, which, yeah, you did kill a guy, and also you did see like a bunch of people dying. So I spent a little bit more time on the arts today, and I'm low-key regretting that decision because I don't know if I made enough content for this episode, but whoops. Sorry about that. I'm doing my best. All right. Let's see. So in order, it says, "Excuse me, ma'am. Do you need help crossing the street? Find a post office to write and mail a letter back home. Hang out with grandma to get juicy gossip. Look around to see if anyone needs help." Okay, so cry is not in the top half of these, so I'm gonna assume that like you're not actively crying or going, "Excuse me, ma'am. Do you need help crossing the street?" Instead, you just, you're being strong. And you say, "Excuse me, ma'am, do you need help crossing the street?" She nods, and you take her hand as you make sure that she safely gets across the street and stop all the beetles that are coming down the street in order to make sure that she's, nice and safe. I predicted this, yes. I did not predict the post office thing though, so you successfully get her across the street, and she smiles and waves, and then goes along with her day. She isn't interested in hanging out with you to get juicy gossip. Check and see if anything was stolen. No, she was just an old lady. No tricks, just a little old lady that needed help crossing the street. You decide to go and find a post office to go ahead and write back, home. Let them know, like, hey, I don't know. What do you want? What do you want that to say? Let's make a straw poll about that. How about that? I'll go find some art that we can use for that. Create a poll. Twitch, complete all. Hey guys, tell them we're not dead. Just that. Allow multiple choices. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Use a decidedly older drawing. Changed up the art style a bit. Sit down at the post office and write a letter out to your parents. Let's go ahead and copy paste that into a thing. Let's see. Dear Mom and Dad, it sucks out here. I still don't know how my siblings are. Love, Bree. Tell your parents that the king slapped us in the face. You explain service nothing like you expected and leave out the bear raid. Just killed a man. Still alive. Hey guys, not dead. Everything's fucked. Love you, Bree. We're straight up not having a good time. Tell Mom and Dad that you haven't found your siblings yet, but you'll keep an eye out. Hey, Mom and Dad, I've got PTSD now. How are you doing? Got to meet a king, crying kitty face. Right, help. The vibes continue to deteriorate. Why don't we go with like the top 3 things? We'll go ahead and have all those in the letter, and kind of combine that into like one theme of a thing. Vote. Hashtag girl. That gets you banned on Tumblr, doesn't it? Vote. Not for, but vote. What does that mean, orthogonal caster? I got this from like a website, just random audio, medieval streets. Only on iOS, sure. Dear Mom and Dad, it sucks out here. I still don't know how my siblings are. I got to meet a king. I'm going to continue to, keep an eye out to see if I can find any of my siblings. I hope to find them soon. I hope all is well with you. Love, Bree. Does that sound about right? Yes. Okay. You send that one off, and yeah, little hearts. Pet Ringo for me. Yes. All right. Well, how do you want to spend the rest of your day? Ringo's the name of chat I think decided the name. Yeah. Okay. Find a dark alley to do stuff in. Yes. You're dressed up like a cop because you are a cop, army soldier, basically. But yes, go find some people that you can do shady things with. Yes, they'll trust you, I'm sure. All right, there we go. Complete all. Copy. Hey, I'm not a cop. You guys planning on doing any crimes? I love doing crimes. I'm off duty. How do you do, fellow criminals? I too have murdered. Vote. Have you guys tried murdering a bear before? I'm gonna tell you right now, I did not draw you having a scene where you try and like interact with criminals in order to do crimes. That's not something that I worked out as a thing that you guys might do. As usual, I did not guess all of the weird behaviors you guys would choose. You decide to go and find an army office to track down some of your siblings. Just sort of, see if you can find any information about where they might be. Without really much information to go on, no one at the local office was able to really do you much service or give you much help. You go and get Abe and Greg to help you out with what you decided to, do. Continue being a good bean for the king, as this other vote mentions. And just spends the next few hours just going around town doing good deeds. You know, helping old ladies across streets like you did, helping people carry packages, getting balloons out of dandelions, that sort of thing. After a while, it seems like the whole day's gone by. There's a bit of commotion in the street, and you hear something massive rolling down the street. As you climb down from the dandelion, you notice one of the dignitaries from the Octopus Covenant. I knew I had a name from it somewhere. Rolling down the street, being pulled along by bounded and blinded prisoners. And it looks like he's on his way to the council meeting. Looks like you probably aren't doing the meeting just about what's been going on with the pirates and such. There'll also be some discussions about the incorporation of perhaps the the Octopus Covenant and the Merchant Crow Association. But yeah, unfortunately, because of the amount of detail I did on these drawings, that's pretty much what I've got for you guys. But I hope you enjoyed this all the same. It's a very short stream. Putting the extra detail work in. We can imagine the rest. We'll follow up with the meeting in the next session. The art looks so much better. Yeah, there's a bit of an upgrade between that to, you know, from this to that, but it takes a little bit more time, and I'm glad. I'm glad you like it. Anyway, I'm gonna check and see if there's any art. I don't imagine there will be any. Yeah, this stream was way too short. I need to start working on this like way earlier in the month. So yeah, next time you guys will be going to the council's meeting and being basically an eyewitness to the pirates' mayhem. It didn't take me 2 months. I didn't do the art that I should have been doing last month. It basically took me 1 month. But that's it for me for now. I guess if anyone's live, I'll host them. But I'll see you guys in the next one. I may or may not be streaming tomorrow. I feel like I've been burning the candle at both ends, doing art in the morning and then streaming all day. So tomorrow I might just do a light stream. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching.